Hello, my name is Pierre Blier, and I'm the past president of the International College of Neuropsycho Pharmacology, CINP. During my tenure from 2020 to 2022, we had the pleasure of giving several awards, one of which is really prestigious. It's the Sumitomo Clinical Research Award, and it's given every year to a clinician scientist who has made outstanding contributions to psychopharmacology. This prize is decided by the executive committee of the CINP. And it's my great pleasure to introduce Professor Celso Arango, who was the winner of the 2022 prize. Celso, congratulations. And I would like to start maybe by asking you a few questions about your professional career and your own research.
Thank you very much, Pierre. Well, I guess first thing I should say is that I'm extremely proud of this very prestigious award, and I would like to thank the award committee and the whole CINP community that I also belong to, and I am also, very proud to be part of this family. So I guess. The award was given to the work that I have been doing in a really specific area that has become recently quite a hot topic, which is the pediatric psychopharmacology. So since my early career, I became interested in psychosis, in early onset psychosis, and there were not many groups in the world studying childhood onset schizophrenia or childhood onset bipolar disorders. And that's something that I have devoted most of my scientific career. I strongly believe that there are a lot of unmet needs in the treatment that children and adolescents receive, especially those with more severe conditions as those with psychotic disorders. And I guess it was those studies and those research projects that made myself, I should say this very humbly, in the position to receive this, again, very prestigious award.
Thank you. And I know you have made numerous contributions also in the management and giving the direction to the European College of Neuropsychopharmacology. So can you tell us just a few highlights of your presidency of that association?
Right. Yeah. It's funny because you just mentioned you are the CINP past president. I am still the ECNP past president. And I would be that in that position until November this year. Yes, I strongly believe that colleges such as CINP and ECNP are extremely important because they create. It's not only because of the congresses that, of course, help to disseminate all the science and research that we do, but they create all these networks of people like you and I that are involved in many different projects. NBN, the neuroscience-based nomenclature, would be one of them that we're all very proud of, but many more than those. And as an example of that, we created a long time ago the ECNP Child and Adolescent Network that has been extremely successful getting grants from the European Commission to run larger studies that otherwise would be very difficult to fund because industry is not interested in many of these studies because there's no commercial interest. And these colleges like CINP and ECNP can be really nice umbrellas under which people work together and ask for funding to external bodies, funding bodies. So, and again, I'm really proud of the work that was done by the executive committee during my presidency, and something that I've always been very interested in, and now more than ever. And I think we managed to get it very present in our meetings and in our initiatives and work that we have done, is the role of promotion of mental health and prevention. And when I say prevention, I don't only mean tertiary and secondary prevention, I also mean primary prevention. And that's something that I believe we have not paid enough attention in our field. Other than, an opposite to what has been done in other areas of medicine, like cardiovascular medicine, oncology, endocrinology, and so on. And that's something that was present. And by that, I mean, basic stuff like reduction of nicotine, or physical exercise, or, hygiene in the places where we work, or reduction of bullying in schools. Those are topics that have always been interested, and I think that we managed to put in, at in the agenda during my ECNP presidency.
Thank you, and I would also like to thank you for the major role you have played in the neuroscience-based nomenclature, which is in a nutshell a new way of defining psychotropic medications by their mechanism of action, by their main target, and remove stigma for these medications carrying the burden of the indication for which they were first introduced, because they're extremely variable. And your contribution, Professor Arango, to the neuroscience-based nomenclature for children and adolescents has been extremely valuable, and we thank you for it. Well, thank you for this nice presentation of your career, and we're very happy to have such a high-profile person as you being the recipient of the Sumitomo Clinical Research Award for 2022. And you've already assured us that you will be attending our Montreal meeting in May of 2023, which will take place between the 7th to the 10th of May, in which we'll have over 20 symposium, plenary lectures, individual presentations, and it's going to take place in beautiful Montreal at the Fairmont Hotel, which is a great place, a great hotel for networking of all our attendees. So we look forward to seeing you there in person in May of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you. See you all in Montreal 2023. Bye-bye.
Celso.